He was the smiling face of NBA basketball for 2 decades. Kobe Bean Bryant dribbled and scored with the formidable Los Angeles Lakers his entire career. His death has shocked fans from around the world. Many say his influence expands beyond just the basketball court.
It was more than basketball. It was just the mentality to get through life, and he's got me through so many struggles in my life, and it's one of the hardest losses I've ever dealt with, and I've never even met the man. So,
45 years of living, I have not felt this much grief and love for one man.
Bryant was a shooting guard for the LA Lakers. He went straight from high school to the NBA. He was an 18-time All-Star who won 5 NBA titles and 2 Olympic gold medals. Only 41 years old, he died alongside his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. His daughter also showed on-court talent and was aiming to follow her father's footsteps into professional basketball. He even credited Gianna after winning an unexpected Oscar in 2018.
All of it put me out of my comfort zone. My daughter gave me the best piece of advice. I was a little worried about turning this into a film. I'd never done something like that before. And we were in a house and we were talking about it as a family. And my little 11-year-old Gianna goes, "Well, Dad, you always tell us to go after our dreams, so man up." She's 11. Man up. So I had to man up and go for it.
Bryant and his wife had 4 daughters. And after retiring in 2016, he became a vocal advocate for female sports. Even outside of sports, people around the world are mourning the loss of a longtime icon.
More in the story. I'm joined here in the studio by Alima Hotaki from DW Sports, and from Los Angeles we have Jason Campadonia. He's the bureau chief for NBC News Radio. Good day to both of you. Jason, if we could start with you, what do we know about the crash so far?
Right now, it was a horrific crash, and the conditions were very foggy in Southern California in the morning. And when the helicopter took off, it was a routine trip for Kobe. Kobe used to take helicopters to the Staples Center when he was playing from his home in Orange County, about 40 miles away. So this was nothing out of the ordinary. But what we do know right now is that the plane or the helicopter hit the hillside and then burst into flames. And the wreckage is still smoldering as we speak right now. As far as what exactly happened and what caused the helicopter to go down, that is yet to be determined, but the government is now launching a full investigation.
Okay, you mentioned it was very usual for Kobe to travel by helicopter. Where was he going with his teenage daughter on this particular flight?
So this morning he was going to his academy, his basketball camp, if you will. It's a giant facility in northern Los Angeles County, and he was hosting a tournament. So basketball teams from all across the country were there. His daughter was going to play in the tournament today. His team was up in against a few other teams today. And Kobe, his daughter, and then a few other coaches and their kids got in the same helicopter, and they perished as well.
Alima, this death, the death of Kobe Bryant, is being marked around the world. What made him such a giant in the sport?
I mean, I myself am still in a sense of, like, there's still a sense of disbelief, because I sat here in 2016 when he retired, and I didn't expect 4 years later I would be talking about his tragic death. He was an inspiration to a lot of kids, to a lot of new generations. He made a lot of kids, you know, pick up a basketball, and there's a lot of players and a lot of kids who, you know, still always wanted to emulate his playing style. And he had a very odd journey as well. He's one of those few players that went straight from high school to the NBA, so he didn't even go through college. And his achievements are just so long. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. He was an exceptional leader. He won 5 NBA championships. He was twice the most valuable player. He won 2 Olympic gold medals, and he really was a giant of the game. He was a clutch player. He was able to finish a game. I, as a Toronto Raptors fan, remember really well in 2006 when Kobe Bryant single-handedly scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. That's the second highest ever in NBA history. And this is what Kobe was. He brought people to their feet.
How else has America been responding to the loss of one of its great sports legends?
Well, people are flocking to downtown Los Angeles, and with the Grammys being held at Staples Center, Alicia Keys actually said, we're sitting in the house that Kobe built. And I got choked up when she said that. You know, Kobe and I are the same age, and I watched him grow up. And as a 17-year-old kid, watching somebody your age hit the NBA court, it was amazing at the time. And people are going on social media and posting pictures of when they met him, and they're running to Staples Center to grieve with other fans and just say, you know, we're here for you, Kobe, and your thoughts and prayers, or our thoughts and prayers are here for you.
Alima, for all those people out there we're seeing grieving right now, how do you think Kobe Bryant's going to be remembered, including by young people and young athletes?
I think it was really, he had specific characteristics about him that made him so special, and that was he had a never-give-up attitude. He had a very strong work ethic, and those are characteristics that are applicable to all walks of life. And, you know, he really did transcend the game. He was a cultural icon, a fashion icon, and you didn't even have to be a basketball fan in order to know him. Kobe, for example, he also liked to write. He wrote children's books on basketball. He won an Oscar for an animated short film that he produced, and he mentored a lot of NBA players later in life. And, of course, who can forget also Kobe has so many famous quotes, and I'm going to leave you with one. It's a very motivational quote, and it sums up his competitive spirit. You have to keep moving, smile, just keep on rolling.
Alima, thanks so very much. Alima Hotaki in the studio, and Jason Campidonia for us, NBC News Radio in Los Angeles. Thanks so very much.